Wanted to talk about the iGRID performance capability. Obviously, that's a question I get asked a lot by emails. Hey, I got to see, what has this done from the beginning year on or whatever. To tell you the truth, what the performance has been a year back to now, I don't care about on the indices because we have a phenomena from late October going forward where we have investment banks getting access to liquidity that they don't typically have access to put in the market. So I'm more concerned with seeing, what's happened, around December-ish or January going forward. And in the end, if I can find a system that can, even if the equity curve is a little bumpy like this, and can get me profit factors in the lower threes or above, then that's something I can work with and then adjust the in-trade management, or in our case, the flip and adds quantity, or adjust the daily profit objective, and I can smooth that out. And really, there's nothing wrong with that equity curve. That's a perfectly fine equity curve. When we do have days that are losers, they're very small. So it's not a big deal. Uh, and this is, in my opinion, a fantastic way to trade for doing evals or even live accounts for the predominance of your accounts, to just go for a daily profit objective. And then, maybe with, if you got 20 accounts, maybe 75% of them you go for a daily profit objective, and the other 25% you let it rip and let the iGRID go at it. Go for more of a max returns per day approach, as long as you keep your daily profit loss. If I have a daily profit, or if I have a max loss, let's just hypothetically say an account has a $6,500 max loss. Well, when I set my settings up for my strategy, my daily loss limit, I personally would only want that to be 1/3 of that max daily loss or less. So then I use that to shape, okay, what kind of daily profit objective can I get if my daily max loss is 1/3 or less of what my total max drawdown could be. And and then you do have to take into account, do you have trailing drawdown or not, and so on. And then let's talk about the new company that's starting to get a little bit of buzz. Fast Track, what is it, trading.net out of Orlando. Basically, they start you with it's a demo account, but they treat it like a live account. And you pay like $559. You're on a 300K account. You just start trading it, and after 10 days, you can withdraw 4K. If you have 4K or more in profits, and then 10 days later you can do another 4K, and then 10 days later you can do another 4K. And so basically you're paying all your fees on the front side, so it's not like you don't have to do any eval. You're live and running right away. And we like the fact that it's on Quant Tower, so a bunch of our internal group is already all set up on Quant Tower and getting all spooled up on that. We are absolutely going to put the iGRID system in Quant Tower now that we see what its capabilities are, to add it to the mix. So let's go look though at more performance. So hey, that I can live with that. That's not a overall, that's a workable equity curve. So here's the equity curve beginning of the year till now. Um, you know, for me personally, and these are just examples of what the capabilities are. So for me, that amount of drop at equity curve, I would go in and do some optimization around the settings that created this to see if I can find a slightly smoother equity curve that could work with a lower daily loss limit. So I'm not going to go for 510 a day, but accept a $2,500 loss. So probably what I would do is if I was only going to go for 500 a day, I would probably work with and continue to optimize to find time frames where if I'm going for 500 a day, that maybe I only risk 900. So if I get a couple times a month, I get smacked for 900, but all the rest of the month I'm getting my 500, I can live with that. So just different approaches, when you're going after that daily profit objective. Uh, and I'm telling you, this, and the amount of data we're getting in and some of the stuff we're finding, we're finding really good stuff on Ninja Renkos. We're finding really good stuff on, or I should not just say Ninja, but Renkos where you can have them be symmetrical through the adjustment. We're finding really some good stuff on a range bar, some really good stuff on tick chart, and so on. And that's the beauty of iGRID. It's not codependent on a certain bar type or time frame. And then we have another Renko that we're about to bring online as part of the iGRID scalper version. That style of Renko is really good to also use on the regular iGRID, so our current one. There's something about that style of Renko that the system likes, or the indicator likes to work with. It seems like they kind of get in phase versus some of the other bar types. And I always use the analogy optimizations like going in a cave. You know there's some gold in the cave, but you got to go in there with your pickaxe and you got to dig and find the pockets where the gold are. When you find a pocket, start digging around it and you'll find more. And every once in a while, as you're going through optimization, you hit those pockets of gold. Beginning of the year to now, no losing days. So beautiful equity curve. And who in the heck would think you could do that on the ES or the MES instrument? Some people might think, oh, that'd be easy to do on the NQ, but no, you can find very stable stuff even on instruments like the ES and MES. So the iGRID system has exceptional capabilities, and we are finding those capabilities more and more as we continue to pull more and more data. Now, the beauty is I have data that we have internally in our group that we're going to be using for our own trading. We have data that we're finding we're putting out to the group and will continue to populate in our Discord. And then we have data like this that somebody in our group found themselves. So that's why I'm showing you this. We don't hold all the keys to the kingdom. We're giving you a system that if you come in and follow the training and learn to also do some optimization on your own, we're all in the same cave of gold and we all have our own pickaxe. Go find your gold, man. We'll show you where we're finding gold. Hey, go find your own gold too. So that's the beauty of what we're doing. We're not handing fish to people. We're teaching people how to fish as a part of the overall process of the iGRID system. And I'm telling you, you wait till you see the data that we have, because I've already done preliminary work with the scalper version that's in build. It's really, really going to be strong and very smooth equity curve. You're going to be able to have some very smooth equity curves, which is great for evals. And then what I plan on doing is I might trade MNQ one way on the, I might trade the MNQ with the iGRID scalper strat one way, and then I'll trade the MNQ with the regular iGRID another way for my same, set of 20 this accounts and 20 Apex, 3 TPT, 3 this guy, 4 that guy, and so on and so on. So where I'm having 2 different types of strategies running at the same time, and now we're starting to show some of these people these portfolio combinations we've been showing in our trade room, and people are eating it up, and that's a smart way to trade. And then on your own personal accounts, trade a portfolio of instruments with hyper stable equity curves. But if I can have an MNQ running with a scalper, and maybe it's a choppy day and I'm not getting a lot of scalp opportunities, but my iGRID's just stuck in some long trade, it just won't get out of long, and then it rips to the upside, Between the two, I'm going to get over my daily goal quicker than just using one strategy. So if you're going to, use automation to go after a daily goal, you got to be in a stable system, and we have that. You can't be on something that's complicated that takes you 60, 90, or 120 days to figure out. You got to have something where you can get up and running in about a week or less. Come in, go through the training, watch what all these other people are just sharing like crazy in the Discord room, and fire away. Practice and sim for a week. And we have some very recent training, like hours and hours of recent training where you show you all the basics on everything to get up and running to go after just 200 a week per account, like let's say an 150K account. Then the next week go for 300 a week. Just keep building your proficiency and capability and scale up from there. It's not a sprint. Take a few months to get from making 200 a week like clockwork to maybe ultimately making 700 a week, or 700 a day, I should say, per 150K account. Where in the beginning, you're going after 200 a day per 150K account. If you're trading a bigger account, you can go for more, and so on. So between our trade room and the experienced person running the trade room, the massive optimization data work that's massively increased in the last few weeks, things are really ramping up. But the capability of the system is undeniable. The iGRID indicator with unique math and two-dimensional smoothing has an edge that when you blend it with automation and trade copying mechanisms, you can go work prop accounts and be very proficient. And I'm telling you, in our Discord room, the sharing that's going on, and many traders pulling and finding beautiful equity curves on wide ranges of instruments. And, we're just getting warmed up. So, and I already have more ideas for the iGRID indicator that I came up with just in the last few days. I'm like, wait a minute, what if I use it this way now? So, one thing at a time. We're going to get the scalper version out next as high priority. We got updates and feature ads hitting for the existing one. Just all kinds of big stuff, and a lot of ramp up plans. We're becoming very proficient with Quant Tower internally. Going to make some announcement on that by the end of the week. So I'm telling you, we're the hot program right now for getting in on something early, like NVIDIA or some company that's they've got something special and it just can't be stopped. It's ideas. Ideas have momentum to them. It's not really about people, it's about an idea, and then getting that idea to spread amongst other people that are all kind of pursuing common interests. And the exponential nature of many people, traders, taking something and running with it in 20 different directions and sampling this and optimizing that and keep hitting hot spots of great data and then sharing that and then fueling other runs. So this is a special program. So I want to wrap up. I want to show you the website real quick. We're doing, this is something very special that we have here, and it's not a me thing. This is a we thing. So the gridalgo.com website, our prices have just gone. We have quarterly and monthly subscription on good deals, and I'm telling you, a month from now the prices probably go up again. Demand's going up. People are getting it. The word's getting out. If you have any questions, info@gridalgo.com.